What's up guys, in this video we are going to do something very cool, which is testing someone else's strategy. So you can see this guy that says that he made his first $50,000 with this strategy, and I said, hey, why not? Let's create a bot and see if this really happens. So basically now he is going to explain, well look, if you want to check his channel, you can have it here. I'm not going to make you wait, and the strategy, it works, but no. And let me tell you why very shortly. This is the balance of the strategy, and you can see that although it starts here and it goes down, there is a lot of times that it goes up. And I've made some bots, and all those bots are always like this. And this one is truly going up sometimes. So I have to give him credit for that, but you have to know that this strategy doesn't work all the time. So basically the strategy is the next one. What he does is that he uses the Bollinger Bands and a moving average, which is of 9 periods, and I think it's simple. So for example, yeah, it's simple. One improvement that I made is that I added this long moving average, which kind of tells us if the market is it's going up or it's going down. So with this one, what I do is that, for example, if the price is above this moving average, I just open buy positions. And if the price is below the moving average, what I do is that I open down positions, sell positions. So yeah, those are the indicators that this man uses. And how does he use them? So for example, let me find a successful trade, like, yeah, for example, this one. So what he does is simply looking at the Bollinger Band, and whenever the Bollinger Band, like the price goes out, for example, in this candle, the price went out of the Bollinger Band, and then in the next candle, the price went in again. So at this moment is when you have to open a position whenever the next candle is created. So when this candle closes here, you have to open a position here. So yeah, you can see that this one was successful. He also says that this is something like a magnet and that the price will go to the moving average. But as you can see here, it doesn't always happen. So for example, here you see that this candle went out, this candle went in, and in this case we have to open a sell position because the price went up and then down. Like it closed up before and then it closed down, so inside. So yeah, you have to open a sell position, and in this one didn't work. Another thing is that he says that the stop loss should be at the low of the previous candle. So for example, the stop loss should be here and the take profit should be here in the moving average. So another improvement that I did is that the stop loss, yeah, is at that point, but the take profit isn't at the moving average. The take profit is, for example, 1.5 times the stop loss. So for example, if from here to here we have 200 points, the take profit is 300 points above. One thing is that the trailing stop is triggered whenever we reach the moving average price. Let me open the simulation and you will see this in a better way. So yeah, I found one trade which was successful, and you can see what I'm saying. So for example, here, this candle, let me zoom in so you can see this better. This candle closed outside and this one closed inside. So the stop loss at the beginning was here. But you can see now that the stop loss isn't here, like it's not at this point, at the lowest of the previous candle. The stop loss is now here, which is some points below the current price. So this is the trailing stop. And another thing you can see is that whenever the price changes, the trailing stop changes as well. So for example, this is a buy position, and whenever the price goes up, the trailing stop goes up. Yeah, the stop loss goes up. So you can see here, let's continue the simulation, that yeah, in this case it closed because it touched the take profit. So maybe this is a problem of how I program this strategy, because maybe the margin between the take profit and the current price after the trailing stop is triggered, maybe it is too small, and things like this happen. So if we continue the simulation, so here we have an example, another example, and you can see that yeah, this one closed above the Bollinger Band and the next one closed inside the Bollinger Bands. So we open a position whenever this new candle opens, and you can see that the take profit, well, the stop loss is here and the take profit is here. So basically, let's say that this is 1, this will be 1.5. Yeah, for example, this is one of the problems I may have, which is that the trailing stop is triggered here and the stop loss, well, the take profit is here. So this is a problem and I have to solve that. So yeah, now I fixed that, and for example, you can see that here, if the take profit is less than the moving average price, the trailing stop will get triggered 5 points under the take profit. But in other case, in the case that the moving average is smaller than the take profit, then we do whatever we did. Another thing is that yeah, this is the code and you can check it, it's free. It's in my GitHub, so if you want to go and check it, go. So if we compile this and we do another test, so yeah, for example, now you are going to see this, and this is the graphic of the balance in 3 years. So you can see that sometimes it goes up, and trust me that usually they go down, and there are few times in which they go up. But this truly proves that yeah, in some way this is kind of working. So here you can see an example of the trailing stop working at its best. So what happened is that yeah, it reached the moving average and then the trailing stop got triggered. What happened is that the price went up, and whenever it went a little bit down, the operation closed. So yeah, in conclusion, the strategy more or less works, but at least for me, is not working well. So I recommend you going and checking my GitHub, and in case you want to improve something or you think that I'm not doing something well, you can go to the code, take it, and yeah, modify it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you checked another strategy, and yeah, give it a like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Don't forget to go and check my website, in which I talk about trading and cryptocurrencies and all that stuff for a very cheap price.
Damn, Sosa. You going crazy.
Rest in peace, my pop, quédate tranquilo, 666. Estoy bajando todo, lo siento, te quedas en nada. Rest in peace, my pop.